DJ Semtex, One Extra. I've got the undisputed #1 hip-hop artist in the world. Got my man Kanye West. It's good to have you back, man.
Yo, it was good.
Like, you've always passed through the show before College Dropout dropped. Like, you came on the station, you came on One Extra, you came on my show on the eve of the release, then late registration and graduation, and now it's just like history repeated itself. 808s and Heartbreak. It's just good to have you in the building, man.
Man, it's good to be here. Like, you always like showed me like a lot of love back when people didn't believe in me and everything, and just appreciated the energy I was bringing, you know, and didn't look down at me because of it. And I just really appreciate that, you know, at this time in my career.
What was your main inspiration for this album?
Just life. You know, I did it really quickly. I had melodies in me, and I just delivered it, you know what I'm saying? And people could take it how they want to take it, but it's just a piece of art. It's something I wanted to do. And you know, if people appreciate the songs and they dance to it and it inspires them in some way, then great. If people have a major problem with auto-tune or me singing or me getting my ideas out, then that's too bad. You know, I've had a lot of melodies in me, and I would like not do them, and I'll just say, well, I'll rap because it's safe. And it's like someone who like can draw, but they don't want to show anybody because they're scared people are gonna be like, you don't draw good enough. So people will be like, you don't sing good enough, or don't express what you really want to express because, you know, you got to pay the bills and all. I'm like, nah, forget that. I need to express exactly what I want to do when I want to do it.
Who works with you on this album? Because, you know, there's a lot of depth in there. You know, obviously you brought in Lil Wayne, you brought in Young Jeezy. Like, who else did you have in the studio? Did you bring in any other producers or anything?
Yeah, well, Kid Cudi will come down to Hawaii and work with us. Consequence came down there. Big Sean, Mr. Hudson was there the whole time. Like, we were in Hawaii, and we just would vibe out to the records. Like, all the records, I wrote all the records. I would hum it out and get the basic idea, like one take, this is what it's gonna be. And then I would have like Cudi or Stero or Tony Williams or something just kind of vibe out and help me think of a line. Let's replace this line, let's make this better. Like, actually the line Dr. Evil, Mr. Hudson thought of that line because I just said, how could you be so fucking evil? I was like, I want to say something like that, but I don't want to say, you know, I want to say something different. But he was like, what about Dr. Evil? And now that's like one of the best lines of the song. It's like, how could you be so Dr. Evil? You bring it outside of me that I don't know. But the way it would be like, the thing that I lay down on the track was be like, how could you be so evil? I'm not, I know, I'm not even know. And they'll have a little words in it. So what we try to do is just decipher, what am I saying there?
Right.
Because, you know, I'm speaking like almost from a dream state of just zoning out and just vibing and placing the colors. You know, this is the emotion, and this is the melody that I want to put right here, and this is where the song takes me. And then going back and filling in the words. You know, a lot of times with people who write stuff on paper and then try to lay it on a track, it just becomes very boring. Rap songs, you don't even want to listen to them to the third verse anymore. It just gets like really boring. I try to keep it as exciting as possible, you know, keep it moving.
I mean, some rap's kind of predictable now. It's like sometimes you hear a record, you know what they're going to say next. But that's crazy, man, the way that you work and you put the songs together. I don't know any other rapper who works like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a point now where I'm just trying to push the envelope. I'm trying to push other people to do what they do better. You know, I don't have every advantage. I'm not the best rapper. I'm definitely, you know, not the best singer. I'm teetering on the worst. You know, like I'm not, you know, my build wasn't really shaped, you know, to wear the best clothes in the world and stuff. It's not like I'm like Pharrell shape and stuff where it's like every outfit just looks good on me, you know, like, but it's like I want to push the envelope from a style standpoint, from a video standpoint. You know, I'm not the best color to do stadiums, you know, and to be on TV, you know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly what was the color that most people who do stadiums. It's, you know, it's a lot of things that I don't have going for me. But I want to just keep on pushing it, so that way, even if it's not me, even if I'm not the one, maybe Mr. Hudson will be the one to jump off of my shoulders and take it music to where it needs to be taken to again, to cross all genres, to back when we were a little kid where you didn't know that Boy George was not supposed to be black music. It was just music that just everybody liked. Everybody just liked the song back then. It wasn't until hip hop where it was like all the separation type stuff where you can't like this, you can't like that.
Yo, one of the most striking joints on the album is Welcome to Heartbreak. Line, you know, a friend of mine showed me pictures of my kids. All I could show him was pictures of my cribs. I mean, that's kind of too real. You know, again, you're going places where most rappers don't really get that honest or don't really get that sincere about what they're doing, where they're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in this game, it's like, I'm a celebrity. I'll take this opportunity to express real life on a major scale instead of like hiding so many things. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, you know, forget it. I might as well just express, you know, what I'm feeling, the pain that I feel. It's like, I was like touched. I was moved. Like, my friend actually works at MTV, and he showed me these pictures of his family like on vacation and the kids and everything. It's just like, wow, there's no like accolade or any amount of records. There's no extra records I can sell to get that. So that's the reason why it's like, okay, now I'm gonna make music where it's not about whether I sell or not, and it's just like, this is just what I feel at the time.
I think people can relate to that as well at the same time though, because there are people in your situation, there are people who just work 24/7, and there are people who, if you got kids and you're holding it down, because it's not cool to be a parent or be responsible. Like, hip-hop's never really pushed that thing out, but I think it makes people look at it from both sides of the coin, so I think a lot of people can relate to what you're saying on this album.
Yeah, you gotta take some time out. If you are a parent, you gotta take some time out to be a parent. And you know, it's weird, like, people's paths in life, you know. Like, you know, Oprah Winfrey doesn't have kids, but Michael Jordan does. It's like, who, you know, what's your path in life? And with this album, it's like, for me, it's like, what is my path in life? I'm scared to have kids because I don't want to have kids with the wrong person, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't even want to think about how do you, if you want to meet the right person, how do you do it in your position? Because it's like,
man, I just can't find it on Craigslist or Facebook is just not working for me.
I was at the playback recently, and you were saying that, you know, when you step in the club, it's finished, it's over, right? It's like,
yeah, it's not really a good thing. It's better just for my music to be in the club than for me to be in the club. I don't even make the club fun anymore. It's too like, man, it's like crazy. But you know, everything will happen in its time and stuff. Like, I really do want a family. That's why I was always like the type of artist that would be more like having a girlfriend or something instead of you know, just dating a lot. Because I'm not trying to put on any type of facade. I'd like to have just someone to just talk to. But that was really like, you know, the problem for me is I really like porn and that type of like body style and stuff. But then I'm super like Frenchy fashion guy.
Right.
At the same time, and those two things don't go together a lot. But then I'm super like, you know, new mind state philosophy type guy also. I'm not like traditionalist either. Like I have my own thoughts. Like, I'm not religious or anything. It's like a lot of pretty girls are like really religious and stuff like that, you know. And you always joke, you'd be like, man, what if you had a girl like Adriana Lemon, you go to church for her and stuff like that. And like, I'd change my religion and stuff like that. I mean, hey, whatever you say, baby. But I'm really not like that. I'll be like, nah, I'm not going to church. Like,
it sounds like you need an intellectual French porn star. Hey, you know.
That might be it. I like that breakdown. That's what I'm gonna look for. Yo, I would marry a porn star. I came to that conclusion after going to Brazil, and I would just be like, yo, what? Like I like, man, I respect Ice-T so much.
Wow.
Because you know he's having way more fun than anybody else on that red carpet.
Late Registration, you open the door to the world for Lupe Fiasco. Kind of feels like you're gonna do it again for Kid Cudi it feels the signs are there, the dope mixtapes, the odd street joint that's killing it. Just feels like he's gonna be doing it next year.
So yeah, this is just a test to see if y'all fuck with me. Y'all ready? Day and night. Oh, son. All right, hold on. We gonna do it right. Y'all ready?
I mean, Cudi, he would have did it with or without me, but it's good to have that extra little boost, extra little branding, and like he brought a lot to the table with the singer rapper style.
I toss and turn, I keep stress in my mind. I look for peaceful, see I'm on the tank. One of these beats, the silly game we play.
Mr. H brought a lot to the table with that, you know, the type of music that they would bring around me.
I want to bring out another artist from good music that's straight from London right now. Y'all might have heard of him, definitely. We've been in the lab, you know, he helped me with this whole new project. We went down to Hawaii and vibed out. He helped write on the Jay-Z album. He's got songs on Jay-Z's new album, songs from my new album. He already released the album, but this next record, with what we're doing together right now, is gonna... He's not only going to do good for himself and good for the label, but he's going to do good for this whole town right here and make you proud. So, without further ado, make some noise for Mr. Hudson.
Thanks, Yang. Listen, I'm going to get Big Sean back up if that's cool with everybody. I think I need a little bit of help with this. You want more Big Sean? Do you want more Big Sean, London? Yeah, I thought so. Hey. Yeah, I'm back in this like I left some London. What up, though? And Detroit, we say what up, though, alright? So just like y'all know that, so when you come to Detroit, you can say what up, though. Alright, yes, sir. Let's get into it. This is an exclusive I got with my boy Mr. Hudson, you know what I'm saying? Expected on both of our albums, alright? Hey. Man, I wish it.
And it's definitely a thank you and you're welcome situation, you know, where we bounce ideas off each other, and I soak in. It's good to have young energy around all the time, and I definitely soak up a lot of that, and I hope to give them some OG. It's crazy. My first album came out 4 years ago, and I'm like straight OG now and stuff like that. But give them some OG information that they could bounce off of. You know, they have so much potential as new artists, and it's a really interesting time right now. Like that. It's out the blue. Good music has just a new energy to it.
We're in a time of a credit crunch, but good music, it does feel like that's the one label that you put money on right now.
Yeah, right now. It's like, because just even from a touring standpoint, when I do put my mind to it, and when we have the artists with the records to back it up, and when we all join forces, like if to seriously next summer do a bill that's like every good music artist, like seriously, like Common, John, by that time, like new records like by Mr. H and Big Sean and Cudi, and like me and Q-Tip doing Consequence solo album, and then Consequence had joints on his last album, and Q-Tip's new album is crazy. So the combination of that, like it's
gonna be a good year.
Yeah. Yeah, pun intended. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. It's crazy. Like the joint, it's just like a banger. It is amazing. The Jeezy lyric, like I'm standing on the podium trying to watch my sodium, smacked it. I mean, it's crazy that you managed to get Jeezy to fit on this project, because you've got a very personal album. It's it's very in depth with what you're going through. But I mean, how do you manage to get Jeezy to like get involved and just sit there and be a part of it and fit in?
I know it's great because we got him to come to Hawaii. I played on the record, I was playing him the songs and stuff. And man, you don't know, man, but Jeezy, that's what we listen to Jeezy. That's all we like. How people say, what would Jesus do? We be like, what would Jeezy do?
Right.
Like, what would he say on this record? So like, records like Say You Will, it's like Jeezy actually wrote some of the lines, helped write some of the lines on Say You Will.
Okay.
Actually helped write some of the lines on RoboCop. He sat there and vibed with us the same way like Mr. Hudson would. Like helping like, okay, what do you think? And let me bounce this idea off of you.
Right.
Cause I have my ideas, and then also T-Pain helped out a lot on this album.
Right.
His credit, he's not singing on it, but he came through and vibe. Like we got some really great people involved to push this.
Kind of feels like Lil Wayne was destined to be on this album.
Yeah. I called him over the phone. I played him the track, and he came up with that part that was incredible. I like the idea that it's a duet by me and Lil Wayne on this album. It's like so many like innovative ideas, and it's like so many just big use to everybody. It's like, yo, we're not supposed to do this, we're not supposed to do that. Okay, we're gonna have a duet. This is the two illest rappers, and just but the record is like it's so like emotional and hardcore though.
I think you and Lil Wayne have got a lot in common. Like you both dope MCs, but I think you've got that ability to be able to express passion and feelings a lot better than most of MCs. So to hear you together on a track, it's banging.
Yeah, and then Lil Wayne is like, it's weird. It's like all the rappers right now that are relevant are fresh too. They got like their own style, their own movement. Like if you're not fresh, you're super irrelevant right now. Like you have to like you gotta have like every element, the performance, the swag, all that. I just think it's that time right now. And to wear your heart on your sleeve, like that's Wayne definitely showed me that. Like we've seen Wayne have ups and downs, and I really respected the fact that he felt he was number one in his heart with no accolades, with no proof of it. He just felt like he was number one and went and got that spot. And so for me, it's like now I want to drop stuff that's not like trying to prove I'm number one. It's like with Love Lockdown, that's the type of single, if it didn't do good at all, I'd just be like, hey, that's what I wanted to do. And with it doing good and people accepting it, it's just an amazing feeling. I'm happy that people liked it. I mean, it could be scary, but like now I'm not even reading no blogs. Like I said, it's like nobody could tell me how to make music or what I should do. Something is weird. It's like with the blogs, it's like I'm not trying to diss anybody, but people thought that I changed Love Lockdown and re-sang it because they told me to. I re-sang it because somebody did a spoof of it and they sounded better than me.
Right.
This dude was like, Scooby Dooby Doo, Dooby Dooby Doo, stepped in doggy poo, you lose. And it wasn't that I just really liked the spoof. I liked the spoof and stuff, but it was like, man, his tone is better than mine. I should re-sing it. And that's how I came to that conclusion. Like, people gotta realize, man, I'm putting out art. It's for you to enjoy, and that's all it is, It's good, yeah.
You guys you're both from Chicago. How come we've never seen like an R. Kelly, Kanye West collabo?
Man, if we collaborate, we really gotta just, spend a week in the studio together, go play basketball, hit the club, and just vibe. I can't just be a send me something from a distance. It's like at the time when Jay and R. Kelly were making really great music together, it was because they were vibing. They were like on the same level. They were doing similar stuff, rocking similar ice, messing with similar type of girls. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the vibe going and stuff. So I would have to like vibe out with them. Like right now, I think the greatest combination with Kanye West plus is me and Jeezy.
Right. Like
that's the illest combination. It's such like opposite, but it like just works in a way. Like Amazing is this. What I love about Amazing too is because when people heard Love Lockdown, people thought they was safe, rappers and stuff. And Amazing is like, it's weird. It's like a club banger, but melody wise, it could be a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. It could be a Johnny Cash song. It could be a John Wayne song. It could be straight country record.
Yeah, but it's straight up hip hop though.
Yeah.
It's like even though you're singing on it, it's like still got the pound. It's still got the intensity of like any hip hop banger you produced before.
Yeah, the whole album, I said, is like music that 50 Cent would rap on. Like, you telling me 50 wouldn't rap on Heartless? Like that, that's straight RZA. That's straight RZA sounding beats. Or Dr. Dre, you know, like, the album, I think, is got a lot more bang than people would expect. Like, people don't realize, like Say You Will, that could have been a Clips beat all day long. Like, it's like 100 swagger on 100,000 trillion at the end of the day on a record, and it's gonna be a graduation process for people that do listen to it, because they'll be like, you know, I don't feel like listening to a whole bunch of rap right now, but I'm not trying to listen to I'm getting on my knees R&B stuff either. Right. And this is gonna be the thing that segues people to listening to other artists. Like, in my apartment, like, I listen to like MIA, Feist, Roshan Murphy, Portishead. Like, I don't even listen to rap. My apartment is too nice to listen to rap in. I need to be in a way more grimy environment to turn any rap music on. As soon as I turn some rap music, I have to turn it very low and stuff like that. I don't even check a mix. I have to go to the car service to even check a mix. Wow. I can't even. It's like the art starts getting mad. I see the like the Warhols like start scrunching up and stuff as soon as the rap comes up.
You need your fortress of solitude though, because you know some of the beats that you've done for Jay-Z and you know other hip hop bangers, I suppose you do need to get that clarity of, you know, something different.
Yeah, and then, but the thing is, rap comes from the type of music that I'm making now. You know, like, people sample, like, Say No and Go, De La Soul samples Daryl Hall and John Oates. Yeah. Paranoid sounds like a Daryl Hall and John Oates joint. Yeah. So really, it's returning to that, because, like, who really has the skills to make records like that? Yeah. And have taken out the time, because sampling, I think, has made people, like, really lazy. Nobody goes and produces records. I'll open the tracks that's produced from scratch. Like, melody hummed out, bass sounds and stuff, extra synths, the drums, like, you know, 5 hours plain Pat programmed the drums on that. Wow. Sitting up there. I like went upstairs and went to sleep and stuff. Like, we have to come up with some ill drums, and then Jeff went in with the 909. Like, records that took like 2 days to produce. Like, I remember people were making comments talking about, this album is rushed. It's not rushed. We work 24 hours a day in the studio. Like, and we know what we're doing. This time out, I wanted to make a whole album of real records. Like, amazing. I felt like really anthemic, really stadium, but you can also play in your car. And records that you know, you still don't feel bad about playing if it's a bunch of dudes in the car either. You know?
It kind of feels like this album has been therapy for stuff that you've gone through over the last couple of years. Now that you've completed it, do you feel any better? Are you feeling more accomplished with what you've done, what you've achieved with this work?
I dusted the surface of how I feel. I mean, it's a thing where I'm still trying to step into my own shoes as a celebrity and get comfortable and just get my mind right and just not go crazy. I mean, I've got philosophies and things I believe in. The thing is, I'm not in the matrix. I'm on the other side of the matrix. Right. So, you know, where the clothes are dirty and stuff like that. So I like to get dressed up because I like nice things. But, you know, I don't judge anyone off of, you know, what they wear or how they look or, you know, how smart they are, how talented they are. None of that. Like, and I used to judge people off of those different things. Now I really judge people on, are they a nice person? And I can really see, what is this person's intent? And then for me, you know, my amount of time that I spend around them is based off of, well, does this relationship make sense? Or do I need to be around this person? Blah, blah, blah. But I don't judge people anymore. I see the good in people. I look past all, like, there was a time where it's like I wouldn't work with a gay interior decorator because I didn't want to be next to him because I wouldn't want people to say I was gay. And now I can give a what somebody says. Like, I know who I am as a man. Like, at the end of the day, I'm 31 years old. You know, I you know, it's like all that, you know, the stuff like blogs and stuff like that. It's like, yo, seriously, I'm like 31 years old. Like, I've delivered great art to the world. I'm an established stadium, sellout tour type musician, and I know what I like at this point. And and you can't hold it against me. I told you before, I like porn. I like clothes. I like music. I like architecture. I like interior design. I like art. I like conversations. I like Will Ferrell movies. It's like, I know what I'm into, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's really like that whole, you can't tell me nothing. To be able to find who you are and be happy with who you are and just accept it and not even be shy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to be rude to anybody and stuff, but if you look through my bag, it might be some porn in there, you know? It's like, what if I did drugs, I would do drugs. You know, I tried smoking and stuff like a couple months ago. I was in Paris. I was like, wow, that's smoking. It really looks cool. Let me try it. And I did it. And it looked cool. But I don't have any, I'm not inspired to do it much more. But I decided to do it for the video because it looked cool.
It kind of feels like yourself and Jay-Z are a lot closer than ever before. Blueprint 3 feels like it's going to be crazy and off the hook.
Oh, yeah. It's that real boom, bap, original rap. Man. Straight drug dealer, crazy. Oh no, sir, I just got a page from Jay as you speak.
Wow. I must have what's up.
I will. Yeah.
Is there going to be another Nas and Jay-Z collabo on this album?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, certain stuff is interesting when it just happens the first time, but excuse me, you know, you can't just keep on pulling out the same tricks. You know, like award shows. It's like, let's bring the old guy out with the new guy. You know, it's like, it's just after a while, so I was just getting like, but that's one thing I like about being a true designer, because I'm a designer of a medium. Music is one of my mediums of design. So when I design the Jay-Z album, I go and tell you that it's the straight drug dealer, Miami Vice meets New York 80s meets LA Rob Lowe, Less Than Zero. Like the chords and stuff is like real Scarface, you know, movie.
Right.
You can see where we're teetering on when we came with Jock and Jay-Z and stuff like that, but it's just it's a whole movement. I just got to get, you know, when I finish tour, get back to work and knock these joints out the park.